A little over 3 months ago, I finally moved into my own place after living with my best friend for almost a year and a half. Hello and welcome to the Value Space. In this video, I'll be taking you through my living room setup tour. After moving in, my focus shifted to styling and furnishing the living room since it's a place I'd like to relax and indulge in some of my hobbies, be it watching movies, playing video games or reading some of my favorite books. I started by changing the color of the feature wall from tan to white, and I used the natural white by Dulux, which you can easily get from Bunnings. Before starting this, I had very little experience with painting, and after watching a few videos on YouTube, I jumped straight into it, although I must admit I made a few mistakes in the process. The next thing was to settle on a design style that best suits me. I scoured through Pinterest and colored a few photos that focus on rooms that managed to bridge design styles and sensibilities across multiple decades. From that, I settled on a mix of styles predominantly mid-century with a touch of Scandinavian, Bohemian and industrial designs, otherwise what you'd call eclectic decor. With my mixed canvas already set, the next thing was the layout of the room. For my layout, I chose to go with one that would encourage conversations and still have the TV as the focal point of the room. The main furniture piece being my navy L-shaped right-facing sofa with two accent chairs that promote conversations when I have friends around. My favorite of the two being my Eames replica lawn chair that I like to sit in when playing video games or when watching movies and documentaries, although I must admit I do fall asleep at times. In between the chairs, I have a Scandinavian-style coffee table. I used to place coffee or books while sitting on either of the chairs. At the center of the living room is the main coffee table that has this beautiful fake plant which helps add a touch of greenery. It's got a single drawer that I use to store away the remote controllers and stuff I don't need sitting on the table. Covering the whole sitting area is the Austin dark grey shaggy rug that is so soft and provides insulation from the floor during the winter months. To add a bit of character, I installed an industrial style shelving unit which I use for extra storage and put some plants on to soften the industrial look. It came flat packed and installation was pretty straightforward. Still on shelving, I also installed two floating shelves that host the levitating bulb and plant. They not only embody the woody theme in this space, but are also the perfect conversation starter. Their gentle, infinite rotations evoke a very ethereal calm to the space while working, yet also inspire Edison-like creativity throughout the day. Right below the shelves is the TV cabinet which I got from eBay. It also came flat packed and it took me a while before I got it set up. It hosts the soundbar, my PlayStation 5, helps with storage and a bit of cable management. I used a few cable raceways, cable ties and clips that help give it a clean look. And to be honest, it's not the cleanest, but I'd say it's pretty decent. Before I go on, please subscribe, comment, like, share and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video, and as you all know, it helps the channel grow. Moving on to the entertainment part of the living room, which is by far my favorite. The star of the show is my 85-inch Samsung 4K Q60A TV. A few months in and I still haven't fully explored all the features, but my word, the user experience has been nothing but phenomenal. I must say the quantum dot technology coupled with dual LED makes for exceptional 4K picture quality, whether it's a nature documentary, video games or watching a movie. Mind you, this is just the tip of the iceberg. If you'd like me to do an in-depth review, comment TV. Moving on to sound and audio of the setup. To completely kill a display, a sound system comes in handy, and while the inbuilt speakers that come with the TV are decent, adding a good quality soundbar helps it pack that needed punch when it comes to bass and providing that immersive audio experience that puts you right in the thick of the action. For this, I went with the Samsung Q950T that works amazingly well, although I had a hard time setting it up. To my gaming setup now. To the right of the TV, I have the Sony PlayStation 5 that blends so well with the TV cabinets, with its black accents tying in well with the black of the soundbar. If you'd like me to do a dedicated review of any of the items, please let me know in the comment section. I'll also be leaving a link to all the products in the description box. As we all know, nothing exists without light. Colors, Texture and geometry become visible when light meets matter. In my case, I get a generous amount of light from the skylights on the high ceiling and the glass doors that I sometimes water down with the translucent blinds. To create different moods in the evenings, I get a variety with the different lamps, LED light strips and galaxy light projector, which gives the perfect ambience on those movie nights. To give the living room life, I filled it with plants, and not just any plants, those I know I can take care of and would do well in the environment here. Plus, they add a pop of color and make the space more inviting. As a whole, all the pieces add to the purity and cleanliness of the design by tying in the elements of height, texture, color, size, and shape, which help create the visual interest that is attractive to the eye. While there are a few things I'd like to update in the space, for now, I'm happy with where it's at. With that out of the way, see you on the next one.